This is grade 5, module 1, lesson 11, and in this lesson the objective is to multiply a decimal fraction by a single digit whole number, relate to a written method through application of the area model and place value understanding, and explain the reasoning used. So I'm going to start out with problem number 1 from the homework, and solve by drawing discs on a place value chart, write an equation, and express the product in standard form. So I'm going to set up my place value charts. Okay, set up both my charts for both problems. So 2 copies of 4/10. Hopefully the students will understand that 2 copies is the same as multiplying it by 2. I want 2 of this one. So I'm going to have my place value discs right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need 2 copies of that, so I have another group of 4. Okay. So when I count all of the tenths up, I have 8 tenths. So I have 0 and 8. So when I'm going to do this one, I'm going to write it as an equation. I'm going to write this as 2 times 4 tenths is equal to 8 tenths, like that. And your answer there is 8 tenths. So the one over here, number 1B, I have 4 groups of 5/100ths. So again, I'm going to do my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 4 groups of that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 groups of 5/100ths, it's the same as multiplying the 5/100ths by 4. What we've learned in the previous lessons is that I now can group these. Here's 10/100ths. 10/100ths becomes 1/10, and I can do that twice. Oops, I should actually do my dots here. And okay. So I have 0 in the ones place, my decimal point. I have 2 tenths, and there's nothing left over here, so I have 0/100ths. Writing this as an equation, I have 4 times 5/100ths, which looks like that. And I already have my answer. I know it is 20/100ths or 2 tenths. Okay. I'm going to move on to question number 2. It's draw a model similar to the one pictured below. Find the sum of the partial products to evaluate each expression. So this is an example of an area model, and I have 4 times 6 ones, 4 times 7 tenths, and 4 times 9/100ths in each of the areas, each of the rectangles. So now I'm going to solve each one of those, and we're going to find our partial products. So 4 times 6 ones is 24. 4 times 7 tenths is 28 tenths, and I can do that as 2 and 8 tenths. And 4 times 9/100ths is 36/100ths, and I can represent it like that. So I have to add all my partial products together, and if you don't have a place value chart available, it gets a little bit tricky. So I just like to put in my zeros. Remember, it doesn't change my value. This is an 8 here. Just to make sure that I have the same amount of decimal places for each one that I'm adding. It's just easier to line it up that way. So now when I'm adding these together, and I get 27 and 16/100ths, and I can write that on the line here. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next problem, and it is a continuation. So this is 2B, and I have 6 times 7 and 49/100ths. So I'm going to draw my area model. This is going to be a 6. So I have 7 ones in this one. I have 4 tenths in this one, and I have 9/100ths. Okay, So this box right here is going to be 6 times 7 ones, which is 42. 6 times 4 tenths, it's going to be 24 tenths, which also looks like this. And 6 times 9 hundredths, I'm just going to abbreviate that like that, which is 54 hundredths, and I can represent it like that. So I'm going to take the 42 and the 2.4 and the 0.54, and I'm going to line them up and add them together. 42, and I know I'm going to the hundredths place, so I'm just going to put in my zeros now. I have adding all those up. Okay, and my answer would be 44 and 94 hundredths.